I made myself understood.
No, I follow you completely. So
Okay.
I think there are, let's solve both of those use cases. So for the first one, where it's live and refreshing, as Jacob described, we can have this reset to refresh every day. If you'd like
Okay.
her to have the ability to refresh, she can become a viewer in LiveFlow. It's like a different type of user seat. And so she
Yeah.
could come in and press the refresh button. She'll also have the ability to drill down, which I think she might like, Jacob, if we want to look at that. Because if she's
Yeah.
asking about, oh, what's going into this 4002 retail sales number, but, she might not be in QuickBooks every day, um, she can open up the drill down and see it. Is this
That was the other question. Because in that case, sometimes
awesome?
like she asks, okay, can you tell me what is this about? For what was this all these amounts totaling? And she can go and drill down and she can, oh, okay, this
Mhm.
was this, okay. Because that's where her questions come. What was this for? Why it was so high? Or why
Right,
didn't we pay
exactly.
much? So she can go in and see it by herself because she has access to QuickBooks, but she doesn't navigate much. That's where
Mhm.
where we come in to answer the questions. But if she can go directly, then with drilling down, that will be perfect.
Amazing. Yeah,
And
so
can
then
she,
she could
Yeah.
do this and stay in one place. She won't have to open up QuickBooks. Um, and she can explore whatever number is in blue on the P&L. That's your
okay,
indicator that it can be drilled down.
perfect.
And
Okay, now we're talking.
yeah, awesome. And for the other situation where you want to disable a spreadsheet, so in that case, I would just recommend turning off auto refresh and
Yeah.
sharing that report. And the other thing I was going to say is you were mentioning just like leaving comments and stuff. Hopefully, drilling down answers a lot of her questions so you guys don't have to go back and forth
Mhm.
as much. But she could always leave, like a comment on a cell, and you guys can share that this way so that you can be communicating live in the sheet. And we won't delete those when we press refresh.
Okay,
Yeah. Exactly.
you mentioned that in the case that I don't want people refreshing, I can give them the view role and I can leave it at disable, but will that affect my end for me to refresh?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I would recommend having different sheets. So one that is set for auto refresh and then one that is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just quickly make a copy of this and for the assistant or whoever else, and then share this sheet with them. But this sheet's going to be, let's say, our disabled refresh sheet, where it's most of those are going to be around the comments that you want them to leave or that she leaves within the Google Sheet. But you can always revert back to your live report on your, and that's always going to be continuously updating. So you can have two reports. You can have one that's always updating, and you can have one that's more of just like a static view where you're only going to refresh it if you really want to refresh it. But for the most part, we're going to just disable auto refresh and have two different workbooks, but the same data there.
hmm Eventually, the data will change, but the steady one will stay steady.
Yeah. So if you ever
Okay.
want to actually, that's the static one. If you actually just want to go ahead and save this and say, hey, like historical December 2025, do not refresh, do not touch. You can always go back, 2 months from now and look at exactly the numbers there. And then simply, look at this other Google sheet and see exactly where you are currently sitting at today.
Okay, so
Okay.
data is refreshed by report and not by the total spreadsheet, correct?
Correct. So it's going to be by report. So it's not going to be the entire spreadsheet. You can actually refresh an individual report. Let's say this P&L that you want to refresh, but you don't want to refresh this other P&L. We can single-handedly just choose to only refresh this one exact report that we pulled from QuickBooks.
We can manage that. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Okay.
So, um, so with that being said, like the one thing I want to call out about LiveFlow so far, and we haven't really scratched the surface on what else the platform can do, but the difference between us and data rails is that LiveFlow you can implement, and Catalina you can get going and actually start automating the process within a day. Within data rails, from our customer feedback, that they used to use data rails quite some time ago, so data rails may take you 2 to 3 months just to get implemented into that system itself. So that's the
Mhm.
biggest difference between LiveFlow and data rails, is that we're not trying to rip and replace your entire current process and make you learn something new. We're just trying to use our API and our AI to just help you, become more efficient at the end of the day.
Okay. Makes sense. It makes sense.
So, so I know you mentioned that you all are not consolidating here today. At any given point in the future, would you all be consolidating? I think it'll be very beneficial to still maybe cover that portion of LiveFlow, but just want to see if it'll be relevant to you.
No, right now, no, because like I mentioned, the three entities that I'm actively working on
Yeah,
have different models of structure. So one will be selling items, the other one is just installations, the other one is just marketing and sales. So it's different, unless my boss comes back and say, hey, I want to see all in one, but each entity he treats them by
got it.
itself.
Okay,
Okay, and it doesn't do
yeah.
any. Oh, that makes complete sense. When they ask for it, are they looking for just like side by side, like the I want to see the P&L for this company, and this company at once?
No. It
Okay, they
doesn't
come at
happen.
different types.
They're treated
Okay.
completely different.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Well, in
Got it.
that case, then, you can of course use single entity reporting to whatever needs you have for all of them. Let's say, you need three workbooks that are refreshing all the time. You send them the three workbooks for each company, and they can review them independently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because there are different people involved with each company, and we don't want certain people seeing the other company's
Got it.
movement. So they're different, totally.
Complete sense.
Mhm.
Maybe let's look at workspace management just to explain
Yeah.
what that might look like.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the right hand side within your extension, you'll see different workspaces that I already have set up here. So what you can actually do is, if there's different individuals from each entity that should only have access to their entity's data only, you can create different workspaces and you can connect the entity per workspace. Or for your benefit, you all's benefit, you all can have a workspace where you have all three entities connected, just for your easeability and usability on that side. So you can keep things separate as you want to for those that should only have access to this entity. But for you all, since you all are overseeing finance and accounting, you all will be able to have access to all the entities in one single workspace.
So I can use this with all three and not, they don't have to integrate with each other. I can treat them differently then. Separately.
Correct. So yeah,
That's
you can keep
awesome.
them separately. Yeah. So in this case, what you can do is, if I head over to our web portal, we can have different workspaces. So right now we're looking at workspace LiveFlow beta, but I can also have a workspace demo workspace Jacob where I only have one entity connected. But in your LiveFlow beta or your Sunbright Solar, finance workspace, you're going to see all three entities that are connected to the system. And that's the workspace that you will be able to work out. So you can easily pull reports by entity without having to switch workspaces at all whatsoever.
Okay. Even though I have different logins.
Yeah, even if you have different logins, that does not matter at all whatsoever. The main thing is that we're going to simply connect to QuickBooks, and you can use whatever login that you need to be able to access that entity connected to LiveFlow. So I'll just show you an example here.
And while Jacob's doing that, the only thing what he's showing you is a one-time setup. So all you'll need to do is use a QuickBooks account that has admin access once. Once we've made that connection, like we're official partners with QuickBooks, we don't have to make that connection again. So then essentially it's giving everyone reporting view, regardless of the seats that they have in QuickBooks, or even if they don't have seats in QuickBooks.
Okay.
Let's see. I have
Huh.
so many QuickBooks logins. I don't even know which one's correct.
I
But
think okay.
yeah.
I think we get
Yeah,
the
but
reality.
ideally it'll probably take you less than, if I'll say 30 seconds to connect your entities to LiveFlow, and then they're going to be set in stone with that solid connection moving forward.
And let me ask you, do you guys offer trials?
So we typically do not offer trials on our side. It's something that I have to actually go seek approval for. In the sense that if there's something that you're overall wanting to accomplish, I guess the biggest question is that in terms of the trial, is that just simply part of your evaluation process, or is there anything specific that we have not covered that you want to be able to accomplish that we can maybe dive into?
No, because we really want to know how. Okay, so we would like the trial version just to make sure that it flows, that it is covering what we need, that it
Got it.
flows through our workday, and it will work. That yes, we have all the features we need. This is it. We're ready to move forward. Because if it will create more work, or if it doesn't, at the end of the day, bottom line, it doesn't offer what we need, the reporting type of we need, the consolidating the amount of time that we're doing the manual work, then it's no good for us.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that we can get you in a trial. Typically, if I do get approval for a trial, it's usually like a 1 day trial, like a 24-hour trial. And simply with the trials, we'll actually do like a guided onboarding where, let's say, we'll set up another call here tomorrow for 45 minutes. Maya and I, or myself, will just actually get you onboarded to LiveFlow, connect your companies. That entire process will take less than maybe 15 minutes. And then the next 30 minutes, we can actually go through and guide you in terms of how to navigate the platform, start pulling reports, and start recreating your workflows. And then you'll be able to have the rest of the day to play around with it. So that's something that we can definitely consider. Curious to hear. I know you mentioned making a decision by the end of the week. How soon could you get on a trial, if anything?
Catalina, you're out tomorrow. Because if it's only for 24 hours, I need to Catalina has um
Yeah,
because she builds like heavy reporting and all the
got it.
integrations, the API part. But and we report on Thursday.
Pronto. So, okay. Catalina, when will you be back? You'll be back on Thursday?
Yes, on Thursday I'll be back.
Do you all have time today? We can actually get you onboarded right now. I believe we can get that done, but that's totally up to your schedule.
Right now, at least I'm almost by the end of the day, but you say it's only take 15 to 20 minutes. Catalina, do you have some time to play with it today?
Yes, I do.
What we can do is we can get you set up today, and we can then reconnect on Thursday. Since I know Catalina, you'll be out of office. I'm just trying to think through to make sure that you have just like ample time to be able to get in there and recreate or see exactly what you want to be able to see.
Okay, that works.
Um,
So,
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, maybe it makes sense just to quickly touch base with the finance team. Catalina, could we reconnect with you in like 15, 20 minutes just so I can go, or I'll just go ask really quick and make a quick affirmative if that's okay. Okay.
Yes,
if
All
no
right.
problem.
so yeah, regarding that, any questions? I know we only scratched the surface of LiveFlow itself, but was curious if there's any other questions that you have so far about the platform. I think another area that we did not cover was like around budgeting and forecasting. Is that something that you are also doing today too as well?
We are moving towards that, but we haven't gotten to the budgeting and forecasting. But yes, we're being asked to start working on budgeting and forecasting, setting KPIs and goals. So eventually that's something that we will be working on.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So they sort of give you an idea on like what else is in LiveFlow. Within the Google Sheets platform, we actually already have some pre-built financial models for you to use out of the box. It's going to be as simple as just connecting your QuickBooks company and then plugging it directly into the template. So we have templates related to period over period comparison dashboards. We have templates related to forecasting, business KPI dashboards, monthly year-to-date comparative P&L and balance sheet. So these templates are uh, all at your expense to be able to use off the bat. Plug in your company and it'll automatically update within about I would say, less than 1 minute. So if you want to use one of these templates, let's say we can take a look at this one. I'll show you exactly how this works. So the templates are here for you just to actually just like have like a foundation to begin with instead of having to
Mhm.
build something from scratch. Since you're still working inside a Google Sheet at the end of the day, you can still bring in your CRM data and have that automatically flow through and then mesh it together with your template or the dashboard, whatever you customize it to your liking. So pretty much how the templates work is for the most part, we'll always pull a live report coming directly from QuickBooks. So in this case, we're pulling a balance sheet. We're also we're pulling a P&L, we're pulling a balance sheet, and then we're also using a data validation tab to get that overall output to be able to adjust our months. So these two reports are the core to be able to build this dashboard. We then roll this data up just simply using formulas into our overall P&L year to date and balance sheet year to date. So what I can easily do is I can easily just adjust exactly what date I want to take a look at. And then let's say compare it to a different date. You can do the same thing for the weeks too as well, if you want to set it up by week. And then as the data is flowing into the P&L and balance sheet, it'll automatically flow into our dashboard too as well. If I can find some that looks a little better. I can do the same thing for the balance sheet. Just adjust my date and we'll go from there. So these templates are all fully customizable. They're just simply here for you to use as a foundation to begin with if you really need to.
Okay, so you're saying that with those models, it will bring the template, and once I click the dates over there, it will bring what I actually have on my QuickBooks because I'm concerned over the line items, right? We
Right.
have it set
So
differently. Mm-hmm.
yeah, correct. So in this case, you'll see right now that the reports that we're taking the data from, we're using for the company or entity Acme US on both the P&L and then also the balance sheet. So if you want to actually now use this with your own QuickBooks data, we can easily go ahead and just open up LiveFlow, and you're going to be prompted with a message if you want to use this for a different entity. In this case, we're just going to swap the underlying company for demo real estate. I'm going to update the reports, which is going to update or swap the reports in the background that we're using. And you're now going to see the chart of accounts automatically update to show demo real estate's chart of accounts. So just give it about a
Okay.
few seconds here. And you'll see now residential property sale, commercial property sale. And now we're taking from demo real estate's data, not Acme US's data anymore, because we simply just replaced these two reports with the different company.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Catalina, you're smiling. Do you like that? So, is that helpful for you or anything?
No, it's a cool tool. I like it.
Yeah.
At least for me, since I am the one that manages the P&L, the balance sheet, and this reporting directly from QuickBooks and Analyze, for me is super. This is what I need. Catalina is more with the API side, with the formula, setting up spreadsheet with all the
Got it.
data and the integration. So yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And Catalina, quick question for you. When you are building out the ROI summaries, like and bringing in the data from your custom CRM, what formulas do you typically use on your side to like mesh the data together?
Okay. Our ROI report it has a lot of manual work. I mean, because of the formula. So, because we have like I don't know how to explain that. We have like a revenue per project, right? But there's one part with a specific formula that's the revenue of the portion of marketing. So we compare that portion with the expenses in marketing, for example.
Okay.
But the portion is just a formula we have. It's not like we don't have that separating in QuickBooks or the
Hmm.
software or
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Understood. Within our platform, we have something built in called name ranges, which we can show maybe later on. But ideally, if you want to sort of take the data from the P&L report and not have to use equals or plus or minus, we can use one of our name ranges, which will help in terms of keeping the model or the high level dashboard very dynamic at the end of the day. So just wanted to bring that up. I can send over more information about that here after our call, but. Maya, has there been an update? If not, I can easily just pull and get that going.
Yeah, I just spoke with the team. I'm good to set up a trial, so I just did. I connected it to the finance. Are we
Mm-hmm.
all set to go here? I think so. Just align on goals. It sounds like we want to pull a few P&Ls, maybe pull it into that Google sheet that you were sharing with us earlier, and seeing how we can use LiveFlow to power in the QuickBooks data in that piece, just so that we understand like proof and concept where we're meeting your needs. Am I kind of aligned there on what we want to accomplish?
Correct.
Awesome. Okay, so
Mm.
amazing. So who would like to be the first person to log in? Maybe
That
whoever has admin access to QuickBooks. It might make the most
that's
sense.
me.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So if you
So
don't mind sharing your screen.
just 1 second. Let me close the most I can because it
Yep. Oh,
starts to be like slow. Okay,
Totally
so
fair.
okay.
And I think I have everything enabled.
Mm, okay, so this is my screen. Let me move this to the other side.
Awesome. So what we're first gonna do is log in to your trialing account, connect your QuickBooks files, one or the three that you have right now, and then set up the Google Sheets add-in, and then we can start having fun. So if you don't mind going to liveflow.com first.
Live flow.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. And if we want to press the sign in button, awesome. And if we want to log in now, is the finance email that I was using, is that connected to the Intuit account?
Not
Or
mine.
is that a Google? Is finance at Sunbright Google a Gmail?
Yes, I'm sorry, not the finance. I use my email.
Oh, gotcha. Let me
Got
add
it. Okay.
that as well
Let
really quickly. Do you mind writing it in the chat?
yes, let me find the chat. I lost the chat.
I lose the chat all the time.
Okay, chat. Here we go. There we go.
Awesome. And I am going to the space right now.
So which one I should choose, the login with Google or login with Intuit?
So we'll
Uh,
want to log in with Intuit, but I am just adding it right now to the
Okay.
account. I'm going to give you owner access. There might be a quick second delay. I'm just gonna go talk to our engineering team to make this go through fast. Okay, I made a quick request. All right, I'm just gonna go check in with that team. Give me 1 second. Apologies.
Okay.
And while we're waiting on that, out of curiosity, do you all ever have to or want to condense the P&L on your side? Like, let's say you have 6 different revenue accounts. At any given point, do you sort of want to roll those up into like sort of like a custom chart of account? Is that something that you all do on your side?
Mm, I'm sorry, repeat the question.
Yeah, so we typically see like maybe perhaps like your P&L could be pretty lengthy. We see like a lot of individuals where they have like maybe 200 line items on their P&L. They sort of want to condense that and like into like a summarized P&L. Is that something that you all typically do in spreadsheets, like via formulas or anything like that, or not so much?
No, I don't do that. I would
Okay.
just, what I do is I take the P&L, and you saw the first spreadsheet that I show you, the Google Sheet with the cash or the cash, that has just like a snapshot of the bank account, a snapshot of the most important sections of the
Yeah,
P&L and the commission. That's what I do. I just summarize to that.
got it. Okay.
Awesome. All right, so we are all set. You are good to log in with Google on the email that you sent in the chat.
So I use Google. Okay. Da, 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 da.
Okay, but at sombreroofing.com, is it?
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
sent
no.
over the Sunbright Solar
Yes. No,
USA.
that's not the one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, should I add a different email?
That's the other one. That's the third one. That's why I said that I have different emails. So I have two
Got it.
for under Yaritza. I have two entities, and under the roofing, that is also Yaritza. But on the roofing extension, that's the other entity. So,
I
but
see.
let's
We
let's
just
work
need one
first with
connected
this
to
one.
Google at
Yeah.
first.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
This
so
is the
only thing we
main
really
one.
need is just to if you want to log into one, because it doesn't matter what login we use to connect the QuickBooks. This is just going to be simply to set up your LiveFlow account, if that makes sense. So you're going to have one main email that's going to be connected to LiveFlow, but it doesn't matter that you can use different QBO credentials to actually connect the QuickBooks to LiveFlow itself,
Okay. Now,
which we'll show you. It's going to be the step once we ever get you logged in here.
okay, continue.
It may ask you a few questions. Since this is your first time signing up and creating a LiveFlow account.
Okay, Daria. Where's my Facebook? Social media account and then the button. There.
I guess we don't have Facebook listed here. Maybe.
Mm, Let me use this? No,
Or
Google.
Google, I think you said you also like to us on Google.
Mhm. Can I punch a little bit of each?
Yeah, whichever feels most right.
Okay, how many keyboards files do you manage?
It's be 3 at this time, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
All
So
right. So this is your landing page. Let's do two things right out of the gate. One, let's add Catalina to the workspace. We can do that under the settings screen. And then under that same screen, we'll also connect your 3QBO files. So we'll go to team here first. And we'll add in Catalina's email and press add member.
Okay.
And is this commission's email connected to a Gmail account?
Catalina.
Yes, it is.
And with an S
Awesome.
at the end, commissions.
Uh-huh. Yep.
and then you can select job title. Then you also want to make sure she's at minimum an editor, so she can be able to pull reports based off the QuickBooks entities that you connected to the system.
Editor, right?
Yeah, so the editor will still give her all the same permissions that you have, except for she won't be able to disconnect or connect QuickBooks entities to LiveFlow.
Okay.
All right, so
Perfect.
Catalina, while we're connecting the QuickBooks files, if you want to log in through the same flow that we just did, going to liveflow.com, you can use that that Gmail login on the commission's email to gain access. And it'll ask you just the same questions at first.
Okay. Will do.
This is the other one. I can add the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sunrise roofing. Blah, blah, blah. There we go.
See. And now let's step over into QuickBooks companies now that that's done.
Let me move
We maybe
that
keep
up.
it all just for now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna change the role because that finance is from another person.
got
Okay.
it.
Okay, now you mentioned that I go to QuickBooks companies
Correct. And
and
then
click.
you'll connect to QuickBooks. Correct.
Okay.
So I know
I
you mentioned
just
that you
logged.
have different. Yeah, go ahead, Catalina.
No, I was saying that I already logged in.
Great.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect.
And all the questions are answered and whatnot.
No, they didn't appear.
They didn't
Oh,
appear
they
for you.
didn't
I
ask you.
think,
Oh,
yeah,
right, because she's the editor.
yeah, okay. So yeah, you probably got to
Right.
bypass that. Lucky you. And so this is where you're going to be able to actually log in with different Quick or QBO credentials. So the main thing was like LiveFlow, we want to use one email to set up your account. But then from here to actually connect the company, you can use whatever QBO credentials to be able to get access, and then simply connect this to LiveFlow.
What is
You can
it?
do no, you can do no
I think
thanks.
just press it might be press assign admin, but yeah,
Okay.
so I think that screen is saying that email account isn't like the official admin, but if we press assign admin, we should be able to set up LiveFlow.
Hmm. It can be an old assign admin. Yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect.
And if we want to connect HVAC as well,
Ah, okay, yes.
we can go through the same flow.
Connect, right?
Perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
connect.
Okay, and I have another one, but it has another login.
Okay, that's fine.
Should be
If
all
you want
set.
to connect to QuickBooks, you can try doing no thanks, or is there a button that says not you? You can also do not you, yeah. Maya's correct there.
How many entities I can connect through here?
You can connect as many as you want to. That's what we typically price off of, is going to be the number of entities that you have connected to LiveFlow, then also the modules that you want in your subscription. While we're on the topic of that, just to sort of give you like a ballpark range of what you'll be looking at, is our pricing starts off around roughly $1,000 per month. So you'll be looking at around $12,000 per year. That's going to cover all three entities though on LiveFlow.
Okay. Okay. Grouping. Uh, okay, this one. I'm as an accountant on the Sunbright roofing one. Okay.
Yeah, you should be all set there. We accept accounting views as well because we have a lot of accounting clients.
Okay.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Ta-da!
So,
That's so great.
so now, since your entities are connected to LiveFlow, you don't have to connect them over and over again. They're just now connected. Moving forward, you can always disconnect one down the road if you don't want to use it on LiveFlow anymore. The next step, though, is here in the chat. I just sent over a link. This is going to, and I need both of you to install LiveFlow. So this is going to take you to our Google Workspace Marketplace. You're going to install LiveFlow. You can do individual install. And then you should be able to log in one more time and then see all the entities that we just connected directly here.
Okay.
And Catalina, if helpful too, so we can guide you as well. You can both share your screen at the same time, so we can just
Right.
toggle through both.
Then you'll
Oh,
choose install.
okay.
Yep. And then we'll just choose continue.
Oh no, that was the finance one. It doesn't matter, right?
We can press cancel.
Everything's housed under
No, I
finance.
think,
Oh, I
I
see your
think,
points, so that's
yeah.
fine. Let's do this instead.
Yes, this is finance. Because all the reporting, everything happens under the Google Drive of finance email.
Okay, so great.
That's
Let's
fine.
connect it to
But
this.
yeah, it's fine because you invited both emails into your workspace. So at this point, it really doesn't matter which one you log in with. You can log in with finance, or you can also log in with your email with your name.
Okay.
Oh, so I
I'm
can enter. Go ahead, Kata.
no, I'm just saying that I'm installing it right now because
Yeah, if
it
you
won't
don't
let me share.
mind. Oh,
Okay, I
if
need
you
to.
press request to share, then Jacob can approve it. Is it showing
Um,
you an option to do that?
new. I just have like share screen and
Yeah, it'll
then
be
click.
Oh,
it'll be
share
share
screen.
screen. Yeah, that'll work, and I should be able to.
No, I mean I did click on that, but I just got a message saying that you cannot start sharing screen while another participant is sharing.
Oh, it's saying it won't let you share screen while another participant is sharing.
No.
So
Okay,
I can
let
share
me see.
individual
It's
windows.
I'm downloading. It's just um
Okay, give me a second. You should, okay, Catalina, you should be able to share now. I just gave you, I just changed the settings.
okay, yeah.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
All right.
I'm here.
Perfect.
So
Should
awesome.
I select everything?
Yeah, that's perfect. Amazing. And then once that is all set, if you guys could both open a new tab and type in the search bar docs